Hello everybody, so for today's video I thought we'd do something a little bit different. So normally my videos are filmed in the daytime between milkings, so obviously we milk morning and evening, everybody knows that. But I thought today we'd do something a little bit different, and we're going to film what happens between breakfasts. So every morning is kind of the same. We milk the cows. It's the same, but it's a little bit different every day. I kind of thought it's important. We'll show what we get up to that normally doesn't get seen, because at this time of day, the camera is still in the house, not doing nothing. So we've had the first breakfast. Thought we were so we have just come out to the parlour. Dad has gone off to bring the cows in. So we're going to get ready. We're just going to show little snapshots of what happens, kind of in the first 2 or 3 hours every morning. So first thing we've got to do. So the milk lorry comes every other night. So we came last night. The tank is empty. Tank is washed out. So there's an automatic washing system on the tank. When the lorry driver leaves, so he takes his lorry pipe off. He puts on that pipe there, opens the valve, presses a button, and leaves. And the tank then just takes on an automatic wash cycle. So the first thing we've got to do every other morning, obviously take that off, because we don't want the milk heading off down the drain. So that's the first most important thing. Second most important thing is put the pipe in the top, because we, it's got to get in the tank, isn't it? When the milk comes from the milking parlour into the dairy, first thing it meets this long tube. This is a filter, so it passes through the filter, through the plate cooler. So bore oil water comes in this way, goes up and down in the little tiny plates, and then goes out here warm. Milk comes in this way, goes the exact opposite, and comes out here cold, and then off to the tank. So every milking, we replace the filter in the canister. So once the dairy is all ready, we move into the parlour, and first cows are in already, waiting. So got to get on. Right, what we got to do? So these are the buckets, and we put these up the middle. And what they do, we use reusable udder cloths or washable cloths. We've got those here. So these, they've got a little bit of moisture and it's kind of a detergent-y and disinfectant-y mix. So we wipe every cow with one of these, chuck it in the bucket, and then it goes in the washing machine and goes round again for this afternoon. So what we're going to do, drop all our units down off the jetters and bring some cows in. So let's go. Although the cows are out full time now, we do still have some fodder beet left. So what Dad's doing now is just loading the mixer wagon with a bit of fodder beet and going to run it out, and they'll just eat that before they go out for the day. Okay, so we've just put the last cow on, so the final batch is milking. Just thought we'd show you, this is our new vacuum pump. So we added this in October last year. So what it is, variable speed vacuum pump. So it will maintain a constant vacuum, 46 kVA, PA. It does all that electronically. So what you'll hear, I'll leave the camera in here while you're going to finish off. As the cows pull off and the vacuum demand decreases, that will slow down right to a tick over. So hopefully you'll be able to, you won't see nothing. Here we go, look. It's running a lot slower, something's coming off. So as the cows pull off, less vacuum demand, that will shut down. So there we go, that is milking finished. So hopefully, we'll talk a little bit about the pump more in a minute, but you saw us picking out the cows, going through the sorting gate. So what we're going to do, we are gradually, a few at a time, trimming tails. So we've got our tail trimmer on the drill, just pick a few out every day. After milking, it's just easiest. We used to do them in the parlour when we first had the machine, but then you get a whole lot of hair and stuff in the drain, so it's just easier do it in the crush. There we go, nice and quick, just doing a few a day, doesn't take long. So all we've got to do now is just wash everything up. there we go, that is another morning finished. So I said earlier on, I'm talk a little bit about the pump. So this pump is a vacuum on demand or variable speed vacuum pump. We put this in October of last year. We actually started the process of quoting and looking into the job in late May because of the electricity prices. They're only going one way, we all know that. So this technology is nothing at all new. We actually, when we built this parlour in 2011, we wanted to put this system in then when it was new. The problem was, or the problem still is, only on a single phase electricity supply. And to have a variable speed electric motor, it has to be 3-phase. So the problem 10 years ago was the dairy company that installed for us wouldn't put it in because we need to have this box here, which is some kind of black magic device that converts single phase into 3-phase. And back then, 10 years ago, the technology in that box wasn't reliable enough. They weren't prepared to sell it because it potentially, we need this to run twice a day, every day without fail. Back then, the technology in that box wasn't up to it. Nothing wrong with the pump, nothing wrong with the motor back then, but they weren't prepared to put it in and potentially have us going down at an inconvenient time. So last year, when the electricity prices started creeping up, we said, 10 years have gone by. Surely, whatever's in that box is 10 years farther down the line. And so we started looking into it again, and yes, the company said it's better now. We will do it for you. So that's what we did. So previously there was just a standard single-phase pump, 2 of them actually. The other old one's still here. So we kept the second one as a backup. All we got to do is shut and open some taps to go back onto the old technology. In like 2 seconds should anything break down. So the benefit of the variable speed is it only produces the vacuum that you need. So you heard at milking time, very slow tick over when there was no demand. It raises up as demand increases. That is all controlled by an electric sensor in the vacuum line. There's the feed line here. The old system, where the old pumps, they only ever run full speed flat out, and the vacuum is regulated by a mechanical device up there that is set to the correct vacuum level, and any vacuum over what is needed goes to waste. It just feeds air into the line to keep just to regulate the level. So that's all done away with now. So there we go, that is why we changed. We've done some very basic kind of comparisons. We reckon we're saving about £2 a day on electricity charges at the current prices. And we all know prices are only going to go one way. So there we go. So I will say, so we'll wrap that up here. It's breakfast time now. So I will say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of look into the mornings. That Right, we have had cameras filled up, 2 seconds to go. Anyway, leaves me to say thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.